It's time for your go time music. Bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum bum bum. Tony Blake Brewer, the butt snorkeler Stephen James, Nicholas Torres, Douglas Henry, Aiden Gould, Wyatt Hutchins, Mickey Sondara, Chris Wolford, Stetson Williams, Paul Majifka, your top 10. Green flag is up, green flag is out. We're racing at Charlotte THRL. We saw Wyatt Hutchins get into the wall. He falls back as Nicholas Torres does the same thing, puts Aiden Gould in that fourth spot. And we got the butt snorkeler Stephen James gets a bump from Douglas Henry. Unsettled on entry. Doug will give him a bump and get up the inside. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. They were nose to tail, but Stephen James, a wiggle there, opens the door for Douglas Henry. Tony Blake Brewer right there in first, but he's not pulling away. Doug looks to the outside. He's going to go ahead and put some hurt on those tires. Early enough in the run, if he can clear and get the lead and settle in, it won't be too big of an effect compared to the rest, but he will take that lead. Douglas Henry loves Charlotte. He loves winning. That might be the combo he's going to enjoy tonight. Stephen James now gets around Tony Blake Brewer for that second spot. I think he's pushing the car a little bit harder than I would like to see out of somebody that wants to hang on to track position in 3 and 4, but it is keeping him the lead at the moment. It's letting Stephen James get backed up to Aiden Gould, who is now making the move for the second spot. Man, your top 3 underneath the blanket. I think Aiden Gould is the best out of the trio right now. I think he has a little bit of rubber on those tires compared to Doug and Steven. Steven not that far off, but I think Aiden Gould's going to make mincemeat right now of the pair. So he gets around Stephen James, gets a big push. Tony Blake Brewer just being nice and easy. Methodical is the word I like to use. But we get a caution, and I believe it's Mickey Sondara. Smoke here at the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Mickey Sondara. Let's take a look and see exactly what happens. Mickey Sondara just in front of Derek Stanley gets in the fence. Derek gives him room. Where does this go wrong? Here they go into turn 3. Oh, Derek coming up on Mickey a little bit. We'll take another look to make sure that Mickey wasn't coming down. Yeah, Derek Stanley just got up there and, well, got him. Green flag is out. Douglas Henry. Oh, a lot of cars getting loose in the restart zone, jolting up the track. Tony Blake Brewer gets away. Douglas Henry second. Stephen James third. Aiden Gould making the pass for that fourth spot over your league owner, John Doddle. Oh, somebody just got turned up into the fence. And we got a wreck of the front straightaway. Wyatt Hutchins involved. Jamie Howell goes spinning. Stetson Williams involved. We stay green at the moment, but multiple cars involved. Nicholas Torres off the pace. The yellow flag will finally fall now. That's Nicholas Torres sideways. Saving it. Stetson Williams kind of box a little bit. Torres saved the car. Stetson gets it on the apron, has to put it back on the track. Now he's out of control. So that goes all the way back to the center of turns 3 and 4. Good save out of Torres. And Stetson Williams, not the way he wanted that to go. Tony Blake Brewer, good launch. The rest of the field had a better restart there. We're like, hey guys, we went sideways the last time we put the throttle to the ground. Let's do one time better. Aiden Gould may have made contact there, door-to-door action. And Aiden is slicing his way up, but we got a yellow. We got a car up in the fence. That's the number 7 of Caden Clark. Let's take a look at the replay. Paul Majifka to his outside. Owen Paul just drives to the right rear of the 7. Almost a save out of Caden Clark. That was gnarly. But here we go. Green flag is up. Green flag is out. Douglas Henry, Johnny Transtyle, too soon, Junior. He's going to hold on to those tires. They're going to be old compared to everybody around him. And we're going to take off. Aiden Gould, freshest tires, closest to the front. He's going to get around Doug quickly and try to put some gap to Tony Blake Brewer. Doug does not have to race anybody. He just needs to ride it out, keep the car clean, and hope the strategy works out in his favor. Aiden Gould, on the other hand, he's got a bigger task at hand as he gets around Douglas Henry. Aiden Gould has to outpace Tony Blake Brewer, who has 5-lap fresher tires. He'll drive it down to the inside on Derek Stanley. Pass for second. He wants to challenge for the lead, so he will challenge to get that opportunity. He's a little bit quicker than Derek Stanley. The question is, will Derek race him hard, or will he let him have it? Let him go up there and try to slow down Aiden Gould. Derek will keep that car planted on the outside, making Tony Blake Brewer own it. Tony Blake, he will clear, and now it's him against Aiden Gould. Aiden will send it down in there again, using that middle line, trying to get the car to rotate. Tony Blake Brewer, really good acceleration off of 2. Aiden still on his door, trying to battle back. Blake Brewer just so close to clearing Aiden. Aiden will hang on that right rear. Derek Stanley still right there in the mix. John Doodle looking to the inside of Stephen James. Wow, this is so tight right now for the lead. The fact that Gould hasn't been able to give up yet is insane. That time by Tony Blake Brewer will clear Aiden Gould and gets that lead. And here comes Aiden Gould. He will head down pit road. Really good entry. And we'll see if that forces the hand of any other drivers. Stephen James, John Doodle, Derek Stanley, and Tony Brewer. Douglas Henry on lap 65, pit for his tires. He will have an extra set at the end if he needs it, but if we go green, the strategy will not work out for the Hammer. And now Tony Blake Brewer, he will pit. And here comes Derek Stanley down pit road. Stephen James will follow. There goes Aiden Gould. He will unlap himself. Same thing for Tony Blake Brewer and Douglas Henry. So right now, Aiden Gould, 3-lap fresher tires over Tony Blake Brewer. Tony Blake Brewer, 4 seconds back. We know he has incredible long-run speed with the tire advantage. He has about 22 laps to do so to get up to Gould and make that pass for the win. I got a lot of confidence in Tony. I'd put my money on him. And now the gap is underneath a second at the flag stand. 5 laps to go for Aiden Gould. Tony Blake Brewer, your pole sitter, has been done wrong by his strategy already, starting from the pole. He does not want that to repeat tonight, and it appears Tony Blake Brewer is no longer gaining on Aiden Gould. One heck of a run out of Aiden. He's shown a lot of pace. It's taken a lot of grit, and he did have to perform here at the end of this run. Tony Blake Brewer was really running him down, but Aiden Gould down the back straightaway, cleared by more than 6 car lengths through turns 3 and 4. Aiden Gould, Throttle-Hopper Racing League, finds victory lane again in the Xfinity car. Aiden Gould, winner, race 8.
Hey, 1 green all the way. Nice.
Good win, Aiden.
Good one, Aiden.
Thank you. I can't drift this thing. Thank you, John.
Heard good wins come out from his teammates. Aiden trying to drift that car in 3 and 4 out of celebration. He'll bring it to the front straightaway. Aiden Gould, let's burn it down here at Charlotte. There we go. Aiden Gould, winner at Charlotte. Aiden, man, one heck of a run. Were you worried about Tony Blake Brewer closing in on you, or did you just set sail ahead and were confident you were going to make it?
I was. Man, what a battle me and him had early on in the race. And I think he pitted maybe a couple laps after I did, so I knew he was going to have a little bit fresher tires, so I knew he was going to get close to me. I just didn't know if he was going to get by me. I'm like, if I can just run the line I run, I think I can hold him off. And yeah, we did. It was nice.
Heck yeah. Aiden, one heck of a run. This was a great showing out here at THRL. Do you feel like, because and I hate to bring it up because it's still months away from now, but Power Racing Season 5, season finale, night at Charlotte. How do you feel this race better prepared you for that event?
I feel good. I feel like everyone else is going to feel good too. It won't be a crapshoot like last year, that's for sure. I think the racing will probably be as good as it's ever been here, which is nice. And, you can run the top, you can run the bottom, you can run the middle. I mean, there's 3 lanes of racing here. And definitely at night, there will be just a little bit more grip. And it was nice seeing tires fall off and restarts there. And, yeah, it was just a great show. And, yeah, can't wait for May.
Heck yeah, can't wait for me. Alrighty, Aiden, congratulations on the win. I'm going to send you back down.
Thank you.
Send Aiden back. Time to grab the man who finished second tonight, Tony Blake Brewer, man. Still a great masterclass drive out of you. Every run tonight, you showed that you had a late run speed. You drove your way to the front. When we took the green flag and you dropped the 6th, I was like, uh-oh, something's wrong. And then there you were, driving back up to the front. Talk about you having to run down Aiden Gould there. The gap that you covered is still very impressive for just being 0.6 off by the end of the night.
Yeah, man, it was a great race, and I'm kicking myself for not pitting 1 lap sooner, but I tried. I gave it everything I could do to try to get back to him. I just didn't have enough there.
Well, Tony, still a really good run. You showed a lot of pace, and hopefully you get a win one of these times.
Yeah, hopefully I can get it done one of these days. But congrats to Aiden. That was a great race, man. It was fun.
Yeah, Tony Blake Brewer, pole sitter tonight, finishing second. Hell of a run. We'll send him back up. Let's go ahead and grab your league owner, John Dodal, bringing home another top 3 in his own series. John, you showed some speed. Now, I was hoping we'd see some of that Kentucky speed, but you still drew it up to the top 3. You played the strategy right, John. Talk about Charlotte Motor Speedway Race 8 of Season 1 of THRL.
I am surprised that I got a top 3, honestly. Those guys were so fast. And then Steven he walked me down from, I think, like 3.5 seconds. So I was pretty sure that I was going to get 4th anyways. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a great race. I guess there were some really cool wrecks, maybe. And that's exciting. So I don't know. I really wasn't looking forward to Charlotte, but it turned out to be really cool. And it was a lot of fun.
Well, John, you pick home. Sorry, you pick home. You go home, picking up P3. Great run, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's going to conclude on-track action here for THRL Wednesday nights. Race 8 at Charlotte. Thank you all so much for tuning in to One Grid TV. Tomorrow, Lickety Slick's Dirt Racing Tour. And we're almost done with racing for 2025. It's your pal Rowdy up in the booth, and I will see you next time.